Hello everybody, and welcome to the final video for the Apprentice Level 3 Roboticon 2024 challenge. In this video, we will be going through some final tips and tricks to make sure that you can get the highest mark possible at Roboticon. When you have finished up with your project, it's important that you practice your presentation. Practicing your presentation will allow you to be confident in your information that you are giving to the judges. This will convey understanding of your project and will result in higher marks. Know any research that your group has done, even if you aren't the one who did it. Even if you didn't do the research, judges can still ask you about it. It's also important that you know about your code as well as any hardware that you are using. For the same reason, judges can ask you about the code or the hardware even if you aren't the one who might have done that piece of the project. When presenting, split up the information so that every person in your group has a part. Group work is an important aspect of any team project, so splitting up the presentation will show the judges that each member has contributed in some way. Know your part of the presentation and practice it like a speech. This will allow you to present confidently and without reading it off a piece of paper. It's also important that you know the other member's part of the presentation. Judges can ask individuals any question that they want, so it's important that you know everything about your project and not just your individual part. Next, we're going to go over some criteria where you will get the most marks. Make sure that you talk about these different parts so that judges know about it and they can mark you accordingly. The criteria for your project are as follows. The originality and the innovation of your project is a very important aspect. You need to convey how your project is innovative and how it differs from projects that may be similar. Your technological application will also be judged. This will be split into your code as well as your hardware. How efficient is your code and how have you used your hardware? Have you used it effectively or inefficiently? The practicality of your project will also be assessed. Is your project viable in the real world or is it just theoretical? Your understanding and quick thinking will also be assessed. This will be assessed through questions that the judges will ask you, and this is why it is important that each member of your group understands every aspect of your project. Finally, the research done on your project will also be marked. Have you done any research at all? Or have you done very meticulous research which will show the judges that you have thought of your project and how it can be done? Finally, let's go through some final tips for your project and presentation. Remember what the focus of your project is. Your project isn't about the natural disaster itself. It's about providing relief or preventative measures. So rather than focusing about the natural disaster itself, focus on how your project provides relief or preventative measures. If your project is similar to something that has been done in the past, focus on what makes your project original and innovative. In a field like robotics, many projects have been done in the past, and some of them will probably be very similar to yours. That is why it is very important for you to understand what makes your project original and focus on that, because that is where you will get originality and innovation marks. Finally, remember to treat judges with respect and have fun. The entire purpose of this challenge is to challenge students into coming up with creative ideas and enjoying the process with developing a prototype. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it and that you get your presentations down. I'll see you all at Roboticon. Thank you and goodbye.